It's so political. I try to stay out of all of that shit. Like, it's just way too political. Like,
I don't get that. Like, what do you mean?
like there's like, right, say you're rapping and you don't have a proper Dublin accent for whatever reason, or a proper Irish accent, they'll go mad at you for that. I remember someone said that to me even years ago. They're like, your accent isn't proper Irish, and I'm like, what the fuck is it? Like, you know, you tell me, like, I don't know.
The Irish accent is what separates us from everybody else, separates us from the Americans, separates us from the UK. It's a unique selling point, of course. It's vital.
I think it's a real shame because, you know, you have a lot of people now, and it might be their, you know, normal accent when they're talking. Not everyone has that thick Dublin accent. But I think it's interesting that, at least within Irish hip hop, it's almost the white fella with the Irish accent that's critiqued the most, you know.
Like, I grew up in Blanchardstown, but like I lost my accent sort of over the years because I lived in Canada and like hung around with people like from the south side that were in bands, and my missus is from Wicklow. And for me, it was hard to find that originality. Like, you kind of have to be like, okay, I just want to be myself, rather than trying to be something that I think people want to hear. Do you know what I mean?
Welcome to the Sold Out podcast. We're here with the main man, Evans Jr. Joe, want to sort of introduce yourselves?
Okay, what's going on? Today we're at the Sold Out podcast. Wait, do I look like a camera?
You don't.
Okay, calm here. Okay, cool. So, I'm here with my nigga Txmmy Rose.
Yes, sir. We up in the building. Shout out to Sold Out.
Yep.
You know, I'm Reject City 100 all the way. We're up with my nigga Eddie B. You get me?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Nice.
And I'm that boy Evans Jr.
Yeah, it's an absolute pleasure to have you in, man. How's everything going with Organised Mess and everything like that?
Everything's going like just chilling. Like it's like cool. The reception has been really good. Like people are liking this. So like in terms of like feedback from anything I've ever dropped, this is probably I'm really feeling it. But like it's going good. It's going good.
Yeah. You touched on before we were saying like the Justin Bieber influence into music. So if we can start from like the very start, when you were like a young kid, like what first made you like pick up the pen?
Okay, so for those of you people that don't like Justin Bieber, just
skip the next 5 minutes or so.
Sorry, 2 words. Grow up, you get me? So we're gonna talk about how Evans Jr. started. So so I was like 14, and one of my like family friends, she was like older than me, like 2 or 3 years older than me. She showed me this kid on YouTube called Justin Bieber. It's the Baby music video, and I was just like, wow, this guy has loads of girls, man. Do you get me? Like, cause I was like his age as well, so whatever. And I was like, shit, like I need to step up. I need to do this. Why is he doing this and I can't do this? I don't know. It was just a connection for some reason. Maybe that's when my brain really focused just at that point. But whatever, like that's the way it happened. So I started doing covers of him, and I actually learned how to play guitar. I learned how to play piano and stuff. And I just used to do all these covers. Like he's sick. I feel think he's sick. Like, you get me?
That's It was like proper like sitting there with the guitar.
Yeah. I was just strumming along. I kind of taught myself guitar and piano as well.
Yeah.
So he started everything.
Yeah, 100%. No cap.
And this was you come from Longford, do
you?
Yeah. So you live up in Dublin now?
No, I'm actually living in Longford still.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there much of a singing up there? Like
Nah, fam, there's no scene. The scene is my friends are the scene. You get me? Like I only have there's like two rappers that come from that. Well, 4 rappers that come from that county, and like those people are my friends. You get me? So outside of that, there's nobody. And the reason I make music is because like they kept me in it because I was growing up, and they all made music as well. So like a topic we talk about. That's so sick. So like we all just bounce off each other all the time, man. Shit like that. And
Yeah. And like when you moved down to Dublin, then how did you start linking up with everybody down
So what happened was, will tell the story. So I lived in the first time I moved up to Dublin, I was in college for 3 years. And I lived in a house called Drimna. Well, not called Drimna.
Gymnasium.
So you can tell the story about that, man.
Gymnasium is like one of the best things to happen to us, like to be honest.
Crazy experience.
So yeah, it's a house of like a bunch of guys. And at the time, like we didn't really know Evans like that. It was like Solomon lived in the house as well.
Solomon's my manager.
So Evans used to come into the house and we were all just like, who is this guy? Like sometimes he'd come over, just sleep over. We're like, okay, like we won't tell him to leave, but it's cool or whatever. And it's like one thing led to another, and he moved into one of the housemates moved. One of the housemates moved out, and he moved into the room, and we just ever since then it was history. Like
Like you might have heard of TD as well. That's where TD started too. TD started in gym now. So like we just blaze up. And listen to beats, like everyone does it. Like, do you get me? Like that's how it started.
So were you already making music?
I was already sort of like musical in the sense that I played the piano and drums. Yeah. And like, as far as writing went, I wrote poems or whatever. Just put the rhythm to the poetry. That's rap nice. As like, you know what I mean? And that was it. So like for two years now, probably last year, probably like dropping. And releasing music, but I always grew up in a musical influence house.
That's sick.
Nice. So your first releases would have come. What did you do in college? Actually, we'll go back to that.
I did engineering.
What's wrong with that?
What am I doing engineering for? Like, what am I doing?
That's no cap.
Like, no, I don't make music. You get me?
Yeah.
That's why I go into college or whatever. Like, no offense to anybody that college is the thing, whatever. But like, I was going into college and I just was not enjoying myself. And that led to not listening in class. That led to bad grades and whatever. So I'd always be at home writing and stuff. So that's why I say that.
And like so many people I know that did engineering though dropped out. It seems like one of the like hardest courses.
It's so hard, especially when I don't know anything about it because I don't pay attention anyway. Do you get me? So it just wasn't for me.
And Eddie, were you in the house as well?
So my relationship with Evans would have been like at the time I wasn't really making music. I was making music videos for him, like so, like.
Oh yeah, shit! How did that shit?
That goes way back,
bro. So, that goes
Like literally, we grew up in like Longford. Like family members would see each other in church on Sundays, that kind of gathering thing. And then
I used to play piano in church on Sundays and all.
No way.
Nice.
Church boys.
So like literally from a while, I remember I bought a camera, like just 4 or 5 years ago, and then Evans had done this one song, Fake Friends. And like we're just in church one day and he's like, we need to shoot a video for this. Like he's like, this song's about to go off. Or like, okay, crazy. So we just like literally stepped outside of the door from where we were and just shot the video there, like for the first shot. And it was like a one take thing for like a bit, and then he came back the next day and he was like, okay, bro, we need to do a lot more. So then like I think that was like our first project, and that hit like 20K in like 2 days.
And this was like 8 years ago when there wasn't.
What,
like 5 years ago?
No, it was like 4 years.
4 years ago. Where did 8 come from, guys?
It feels like time though.
That's what I mean. Like ages ago. So like before the scene was even built for the reception.
Was YouTube around 8 years ago?
Yeah.
Just about.
Just about. Probably.
So like I suppose then like what do you have any like because you're about to play the Academy and obviously that's going to be like a big like class show. Like do you remember like thinking back to like any first performances or anything like that?
In church.
Give me a second. I've had a lot of bad performances.
Do any stand out in particular? Like just sort of good and bad, I suppose.
There's this festival in Longford. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't say the festival just in case they're watching or whatever, just so they can book me again for a proper price. You get me? But there's this festival in Longford, and it was promoted like, everyone's gonna be here, whatever. You have like a 30-minute slot, or whatever. Do your thing. And it was me and one other guy from Longford. His name's Amma actually. And have you heard of Amma? Yeah. So like, we literally grew up together as well with Eddie and all.
That's it.
And what's it called? So we got to the show. There was no one there. And we're performing for like a good 20 minutes. And then the only people that pulled up was my mom and Amma's mom and his siblings and my siblings. and those are people that watch.
That was it. Like
that was it.
That's crazy.
And it was so crazy because like I'm talking about girls and shit. My mom's there. Only my mom, not even just the.
I even think I remember those pro-life rally days. Like you had just done 20K.
Yeah.
Dublin, like fucking city centre. Like going back to 5 people watching your show.
Exactly.
Yeah, you did the like the marches. You performed at them, did you?
Yeah. I performed with it. But like on political side, I know a lot of people are probably thinking like, was he just because it's a touchy subject?
Yeah.
I was a kid. You get me? Like, and it was an opportunity, you know. What was it? 80,000 people the first time I'm performing on top of a moving bus.
Yeah.
I was a kid. I was like, yo, in Dublin, book the hotel, everything. I'm like, run me my money. You got a nice pace or whatever. Yeah. But like, no, I wasn't thinking like that back then. But like, just. So.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, that's a huge opportunity.
Yeah, for sure.
How did that happen?
Some guy actually watched one of the videos we shot.
Yeah.
Because we used to drop all the music videos on Facebook, and he watched one of the videos that we shot on Facebook, and he just called me up, said if I wanted to do it. And I was like, yeah.
Sweet.
Nice. So when did you start working on Organised Mess? When did you start actually writing it?
I started like a year and a bit ago. Yeah, just over a year ago.
And it came out in
May.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nuts. We're like trying to organize this podcast probably since then.
No, but like on like I wasn't working on it like every day in the studio for a year, but like there were songs that are like a year and a bit old on the album. So yeah, I suppose like we dig into the album a little bit because I was really interested in like, did you always have the idea of it being like the 2-parter, like the 2 CDs? Yeah. No, I actually didn't have that idea, but like at the end, my manager was like, "Yo, realistically, no one's gonna sit. Well, not realistically, but people. We're trying to get as much people to listen to this as possible.
Yeah.
Realistically, if somebody's never heard of you, they're never gonna sit and watch listen to your whole 16-track album. Like you're Michael Jackson or something. So let's just split it, drop it 2 weeks apart, so you can digest the first one, digest the second one.
Yeah, keeps the hype going. That's smart. Like,
but that was a last minute decision. That was literally just before we were about to announce it.
Yeah, that's sick. And how did you link up with Solo, your manager? Because
in Gymnast, Solo's the guy that actually. Because I was looking. Oh no, he signed me just before Gymnast.
Sick.
And he signed me to management deal, and just before Gymnast, he signed me, and then he actually got me my accommodation for college, which is where I met these guys and stuff.
Yeah,
so
that's sick.
That's what I meant. We've been going for a good 4-5 years now.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Do you ever think about like that butterfly effect of like if you didn't like meet each other? Because like that's what it's like when I'm like listening to like your story, I'm kind of thinking like, you know, putting things and where they were.
Yeah, like just or even imagine like I didn't get that course in Dublin and then I went to Athlone or somewhere. I went to you get me like none of this shit would have been.
Did you ever see that series on Netflix, Bandersnatch?
Yeah.
Black Mirror. It's like literally that Airbnb. One little decision could have shifted everything.
Yeah, that's nuts. Do you think you obviously still be like making music and everything? But
I'll definitely still be making music, but I don't know. Like I met a lot of people. I met like what's it called? Like loads of connects, whatever. So I just feel like Dublin. If you're making music and you really want to thrive, I think Dublin is the heart of everything. So if you really need to be in Dublin to make that happen.
Because even here it's tough enough. Like with all the stuff going on here, like the Bernard Shaw just closing down. It's like ridiculous.
Really, come on, everybody's.
It's probably a few times.
So sad.
Like think about like even I like recently enough, like even up to like maybe a year ago, I went to like that Burner Records launch in there and like everything. I'm just thinking about how much of like. How many like collectives must have been formed in there, just thoughts and conversations, like it's nuts. Like.
It's crazy. All I know is
the Academy gonna be lit though.
The Academy gonna be lit. Let's leave that. Nah. I'm so excited for my show.
Yeah,
it's gonna be my first headline show.
It's actually your first. You haven't done like one before.
My first.
That's crazy.
I've never done a headline, and I've like every year I said I was gonna do a headline, but like some always puts it off. But like this year I feel like
that makes sense with the album. Like you have the full body.
Yeah.
Do you have any ideas for like sort of the show and sort of like to bring that to the next level, or just kind of like?
I'm actually talking with
You don't have to like
Yeah.
spoiler or anything, but like
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm talking with somebody.
Yeah.
And he's really deep into like making like this actual show look crazy.
Yeah,
so like there's gonna be loads of visual shit, lights,
Nice.
smoke machines, different shit, like maybe fireworks with bust the roof down and shoot fireworks like
Travis Scott.
Roller coaster.
Would you?
Yeah.
So yeah, no, the show's gonna be crazy. That's all I know.
No cap.
No
Like
cap.
25th of October, Academy. If not there, that's an L. Just hold that L one time.
And can we expect obviously like peculiar flex or anything like that?
Oh, of course.
All sorts of stuff.
Of course.
Nice. And then even like, because digging into the album, like when I was listening to it, obviously over the last like.
What's your
few
favorite?
months
Can
or
I ask you
so,
guys a question each? Actually,
I was about to go into it because the M's interlude is like my favorite, and I was interested to hear why you made it like an interlude and just like sort of how you constructed the album.
You touched into it. Deep subject, bro. Okay. So M's interlude is actually crazy. It's about my ex-girlfriend. Okay. So let me tell you the story about my ex-girlfriend. I came to college for the first year when I was living in Germany, whatever. And I met this. Yeah, I met this amazing girl, and she knows who she is. You know what I mean? But I cheated on her because I was stupid. It was my first year in Dublin. Whatever happened. Like and we have this saying called "your blood is hot." You know what that means? When your blood is boiling. Do you know what I mean? You just wanna. But yeah, I was young, puberty, all of that. And cheating on her, and she called me, it was peak, it really was a high, all of this. So I made a song, and shit.
Still
It's a touchy subject,
So yeah,
it's got heavy.
What was that? So I made a song about her, and I called it M's interlude. So M is actually just the initial of her name, and I wanted to make it a interlude just because I just wanted to acknowledge for her to know, like it's part of my shit. Like this is the album about my life. You get me? So you're there in the middle interlude. That's why
I like that, man.
Yeah.
I respect that.
And it's short. There's one verse as well. So
if
we're talking technical reasons, go interlude. Yeah.
That's sick, man. I like that. Do you have any?
What's your favorite?
The one that stands out is actually intro.
Intro's sick too. Intro's sick too. Two like if it's split up into 2 CDs, those opening tracks.
Yeah, man. I love that track.
Yeah. Craziest thing about that track as well, actually. So we were in the studio and we had like kind of like the body of the album done already, and we're thinking of what to do because I knew I wanted to do an intro, obviously, because the intro introduced the album. So but I didn't know what I wanted it to be, and then my producer Simba. Actually, have you guys heard of him? He produces most of the stuff that comes out these days. He's crazy. Yeah.
Between him and Solo as well, like
Solo don't mix. Don't get that twisted. Solo cannot mix. I actually can't mix.
He's like the bring the ear and then
Solo is just like that. He arranges stuff in the song, stuff like that, and he just makes everything. Yeah, like make this sound like this, but he doesn't actually
do it.
DJ Khaled, you give me. But what was I talking about?
Intro.
The intro. So Tunde, which is Simba, had this. So he put this. The sample actually from the intro. He put that on Facebook like years ago, and I kind of saw it on my feed, but like I forgot about it. This is why it's crazy. And then we were thinking of what to do for the intro, and that melody just came into my head, and I was like, "Yo, fam, what about that sample you did like 4 years ago?" You know what I mean? And he was like, "Yeah, I still have that, but I haven't finished it. I didn't know what kicks to put in." And that's where Kid Spiral just happened to be there as well. Like he was like a trap kind of like, so he put the kicks onto the just made sense.
That's one of those. It's one of those tracks like I remember. Where I was when I first listened to it. I love that type of like the sample. That sample is class. It just hits it straight away.
I love that. I love the sample. When I heard it the first time, I was blown away. Absolutely blown away. And the thing that's actually crazy about that as well is the fact that I didn't know what they were saying. Because I'm not actually from what
it's Kenyan, innit?
Yeah, it's like Kenyan, but like I felt it, you know what I mean? And I wrote my verse not based on what they were saying. I was just writing my verse. And some girl, Lena, King Rose, she actually speaks that language, and she was telling me that, do you know what that means or whatever? She called me when she heard it. She's like, they're talking about blessings from God and all of this, and that everything's gonna work out and stuff like this.
That ties in with the verse, like.
Yeah, and it ties perfectly in with the verse, but I didn't know it meant that. I was just writing the verse just based on the vibe. Man. So when she told me that as well, I was like, nah, that is crazy shit.
Yeah, you can feel it though.
Yeah.
Definitely feel it.
For sure. What's your favorite song, man, guy?
Forgive me, sir. Oh man!
No.
You haven't put it on Google Play Music.
Okay, no, actually, it is on Google Play Music.
Are you sure?
100%.
Are you even an artist on it?
I'm even an artist,
Jesus. No, on Google Play.
I'm an artist on every.
I'm gonna get a walkout here.
Every streaming platform.
Put some respect on his name.
He might actually.
I'm sorry.
No, actually put me wrong.
Got some drama here, man.
That EV.
Oh, man. Yeah. He is genuinely only on Google Play though.
Really?
As random as that seems.
No. Evans in space. Junior.
To fair, he hasn't listened to Saint Pablo. What's the fuck?
Yeah, he was only just listening to all the Kanye albums recently.
Whoa.
Right. Yeah.
So like.
Okay.
My favorite, yeah.
Okay, if you have listened to Kanye. Oh my.
Yeah, there is perspective there.
Is there like any props to Google Play or like is there a reason why you
My dad's got us on a family package.
This is just like
He's a legend.
I actually read that.
Respect.
I fully use it. Like, why wouldn't you use it? It's there. Like,
so now we know Google Play listeners. You can find Organised Mess.
Yeah.
Covered that. That's
on every streaming platform.
Tick that off. But even like just going back to the album as well, because just when you're listening through, like all the beats and stuff, like the sounds like completely different. So were you working with like one producer, like multiple producers?
Nah, I wasn't working with one producer. I was working with.
Yeah. Because there's so many like every time as the album plays, you're kind of just getting surprised of how you're switching it up, which is sick. Like
I worked with two main ones. They're that did the most on the album. They were iPhone Beats and Kid Spiral and the Taco Tenny, the Afrobeat one.
Yeah, I probably.
Yeah. So he Raji Music made that one. So those are the three main ones. But I was working with loads of producers. Every track was a different vibe.
Yeah, I wanted that.
I wanted that type of feel. Like I don't want you to get bored listening to it. I want to wake you up every time. It changes the track. So
no, for sure. And then like the singing on the tracks helps, and then the features and stuff. That blends really well. Which is sick.
So, Organized Mess. I didn't mean to do that, but that's what the album means. Organized Mess. Like literally. Everything. That's what my life literally revolves around. I'm like I don't really plan shit. I'm really laid back person. But like anything I do or anything I've seen that I've been doing, like everything, it all kind of makes sense the more I do it or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's why I kind of get that concept Organized Mess.
Yeah. So that because I was about to ask like what the name comes from, but it's just that like. So that's sweet.
Was it all recorded in Dublin?
No, some of it was recorded in Longford.
Yeah.
And it was all mixed and mastered in Dublin though.
Sweet.
So Shortcut mastered it and Simba mixed it.
Nice.
Had loads of people on board. It was a whole team.
Yeah, you have to. But I want to go back to those intro tracks we kind of touched on there. Do we have any in the room favorite intro tracks on hip hop albums? Other like obviously then your own, but like. Because like say like Dark Fantasy or like those like opening track. Ultra Light Beam is probably it for me.
Ultra Light Beam.
That's like views. Keep the family close or whatever. Yeah.
Feels.
That's fair. I always imagine that to be like a James Bond song, or you know what I mean? Like at the start of a movie or something like that.
Deep. It's like he put an orchestra in there, like Drake. Drake's crazy. Man.
Yeah. And then I suppose like any like sort of influences other than Justin Bieber and stuff, because you can kind of hear like
the thing about me, I listen to loads of music. All of us, even like when we're listening to stuff, like you'll never get bored listening to music with us because it always changes up. Do you get me? So like we'll be listening to stuff like, well, personally, my playlist is looking like this right now. Juice WRLD.
Nice.
At the top. Who else would be there? Nav
Nice.
is absolutely crazy. Lil Tay as well. Yeah, like I get influences from loads of places. My main influence for rapping is J. Cole.
Nice.
J. Cole, yeah.
What's your favorite J. Cole album? Because mine's Forest
Hill Drive.
It has to be Forest Hill Drive. Like,
actually, I have to be Forest Hill Drive.
Yeah. Did you
Born
like...
Sinner was a
yeah, Born Sinner was class. Well.
Yeah.
Did you like the most recent Revenge of the Dreamers 3?
Was that like the
collaboration?
The
yeah.
Oh yeah, the collab. Yeah.
It was like, but like Forest Hill Drive.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like,
yeah.
That album's another level. Like,
yeah.
Do you know what we need though? We need some sort of Irish hip hop compilation album. That's what we need.
I feel like Solomon's been trying to do
I got a smirk.
Yeah, looks like something's happening there.
Rejects. Actually, what we're talking about that shit. Why don't we talk about Rejects?
Yeah, I was gonna ask. You had a big party recently, didn't you?
Yeah, so we did this event called Play School.
Yeah.
So like pretty much like the idea with like Rejects is like we're trying to like the way we view Dublin. It's like we have like this concept called Reject City, so we view Dublin as like a melting pot. That's just like a weird melting pot because like it definitely is, but like I know it's just a weird way to describe the city. So like Play School, right? We kind of like want to get all the subcultures under one brand. So Play School, we kind of focused on the dance scene and stuff like that, and we actually had Evans headline.
Yeah.
Like
I think
as
it
one of
was
the
Upbeat and stuff like that.
Upbeat was at it, and then Amma, Joy, Harry, K Official.
Yeah.
Who? Sorry?
Boy Wonder?
No, for
or something else.
No,
I was actually so vexed I missed that show, man.
That was one factor that was
No, it was Grand Social, and it was like they have like the whole new like layout with it. So like it was like the first like event they'd done with that.
Was it downstairs or in like the?
I am upstairs. Yeah.
Nice.
I actually went to Button Factory 2 nights ago, and they had a whole new night, Malibu. Nothing close to Play School.
Yeah.
So like,
you gotta like, kind of take charge of that ourselves though, in that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, loads of fashion brands in it as well because we really like big up Irish fashion.
Diamond P.
They're doing their thing.
Shout out George.
Diamond P. 1+1.
There's Damage Dublin.
All the
Culture Club.
Crazy Aristocrats. They're like all the
So yeah, they're all doing the thing as well. So he had like all of them set up outside the place,
like little pop-ups.
Yeah. So it's crazy. Like nothing. I've never seen anything like it. Like pop-up shop and then like a place where people performing and stuff, and everyone's walking.
The closest thing I'd say is 1+1 did an event close, like pretty much kind of like that, but our event was completely different because we were focusing on like bringing like the cross in the scene of like the dance scene and like the music side. So we had the dance competition with a €200 cash prize on it. Like so like we had an event for both people. I mean for both scenes. Like you know, and under the one, you know, everyone's smoking joints.
Having a good time. Like the Grand Social's good for that. Like it's a good spot. Any like favorite venues actually, other than the Academy?
I don't know when we performed at Longitude. That's the
I was even meant to ask when you said Juice WRLD. Did you get to go to Longitude this year?
I did. I played with Sicko, but no, I wasn't.
This year we wanted to go more as like consumers because last year like
100%. But like it was a good lineup this year though. Even like did you catch Juice WRLD like or anyone else?
Do you know what's crazy? I actually missed Juice WRLD.
Who did you get to see?
Were we coming up that day that we missed him? Who was on that day? Was it Trippie Redd?
We missed Trippie Redd.
Trippie Redd is sick.
I missed Trippie Redd and Juice WRLD. I can't believe it.
Yeah, Trippie Redd is sick. He's playing like Fuck Love and all. And so good.
I watched Ski Mask Closed.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
Yeah. His DJ was nuts, man. He came out and he was playing like Metallica. And then he'd play I Love It When They Run. And then he'd go back to like System of a Down. And then he'd go back to like fucking Sipping Tea in Your Hood. And it's like, nuts.
Yeah, that was crazy. It was a crazy experience, man.
Yeah.
Longitude was always crazy.
But yeah, how was it when you opened, like sort of last year, in 2018?
When opened for...
Or not opened, but when you...
we played?
Yeah, sorry,
Like, we pulled up to Longitude. Like, we actually, like, see us there, we don't know, like, okay, we put music out, but we actually really don't. You can't really feel the reception because some people won't really like hit. Like not everyone hits you up and says, "Yo, I'm listening to your music" or whatever. So we don't know.
Yeah.
But when we pulled up to Longstreet,
The
it was
love
like,
was
really,
it was almost paralyzing.
yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
Nice
Like that place had the most numbers on that stage for the 3 days.
Sick.
Like no bass from J. Cole.
Yeah.
Didn't even have the same. It was like actually, nah, it was crazy. That was probably
Like before we even got on stage, they had people sitting outside.
Yeah.
What?
Some
That's
kid
sick.
ran backstage actually.
Yeah.
He was off his face. You gotta put us sign my t-shirt.
Did you?
You did, yeah.
What did I?
Yeah,
Did you ever see
lifestyle stage?
Oh yeah.
Did you ever see the videos of Action Bronson? It was just like the wrestling moves whenever someone body slams them. Fucking nuts, like. That's what the type of energy we need, like.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Nah, but we can't like 25th of October.
I was literally about to say, like, if you thought Longstreet was good, pull up.
25th of October.
Yeah, it's gonna be sweet.
What, you're not gonna ask me about Skylar?
Skylar.
That's what I came in.
Yeah. Talk me through exactly what happened here.
So
how this all started.
So I'll tell you this.
Just to set the scene though, it's like the beef with Sky Mountain, just in case anyone hasn't heard.
No, okay. So me and this nitwits were beefing, because he said he's the best rapper in Ireland, but it wasn't just that. Like there's a lot because people only see that because that's what was happening like in public, but that wasn't it. Like,
it was like an iceberg. That was the 10% you saw.
And
then there was like 90% that like people just didn't know about.
So before I tell you the story, or not even the story, I tell you my side of what happened. Like, I'm not saying this to keep the story dragging on or whatever, but like loads of people asking me what happened. I'm tired of explaining myself. So here's an interview. Okay.
Yeah. Clip.
So this guy, I see him in Dublin all the time. He's friends with like this other rapper called Samojo, and like we just see him like, and I know you from seeing you, but like if we don't talk, like there's no need for us to be like you trying to like inbox me all the time and like talk to me all the time and like let's do features, blah blah blah. I don't even know you. I don't know like your birthday. I don't know anything about you. You get me? So stop trying to do that. And
When's your birthday?
Oh, my birthday.
Yeah. Mother's maiden name and
card number. No, my birthday is the 14th of April.
It would have been so funny if you said like today.
Yeah, I'll shoot. My birthday is the 14th of April. But this guy, like he actually just we see him. Okay, we see him in public. We spot him with whatever. I know you from out there, like, you get me? Yeah. So now he's just trying to get all up in my business. He's sending me messages, deleting the messages, sending me messages, deleting the messages, following me, unfollowing me, 3 days later, following me again. Like, what are you trying to do? That's calm because, like, that's just virtual. Like, it doesn't really bother me. Yeah. But then I start hearing, Evan, Skylar dissing you in his songs with subliminals and stuff. So, like, I go to listen to his songs and he couldn't have been talking about any other person. And he knows exactly, he knows himself. You know what I mean? So that's why I was like, calm. This nigga is saying that he's sorry for my French. This guy is saying that he's the best rapper in Dublin. Like, people are better than me. I know people are better than me, but I'm gonna show everybody that I can still buddy you, which makes you not the best rapper in Dublin. You know what I mean? So that's exactly what I was doing. You understand? So yeah, this guy is just like
unique.
He's unique.
Like, you look up Urban Dictionary, I'm trying to, like, submit an application to have this picture, but they're unique.
Neek.
Yeah, so N-E-E-K. It's like...
Can we get that definition here, man?
And, like, the way he just went about it, like, he was the kind to, like, shout out Cleavage Club. They had a show with Slight Motive, and I was playing at it, and he was the kind to like be like, come up and like, oh dude, I love Peculiar Flex. Whoa. Yeah. I'm like, yeah. And then in the DM, he's just moving madness. I was just like, yo, make up your mind, guy. Like, what are you on?
Yeah. So let's also talk about the actual musical beef as well, because like there was all that shit. So that's why I disbattled him. And for anybody doubting my diss track, first of all, you people don't know about rap. Do you get me? So calm. we are men. Let's diss battle now. It's time to diss battle. It's on the table. You're sending me videos in your bedroom with your glasses and your shirt untied and shit. Like, I mean, your little shirt, like, your no chest or nothing. You toothbrush looking ass just dissing you in your room. Like, you get me? And I'm like, okay, I'm going to reply you on the camera. You come with a diss track again on the camera. I'm like, what is this? Like, are we like Kylie Jenner or something? Like, why are we so...
Snapchat battle.
Yeah, Snapchat battle. What the fuck is this? So I was like, yo, I'm not replying you anymore if you don't diss battle me with tracks. So I dropped the track in 10 hours. Went to the studio, wrote this battle, dropped in 10 hours, used facts from our beef and put it into my song. You know what I mean? Come. He hears the beef, the diss track. And he goes back and there's another video. Another video. Yeah. So I'm just like, okay, this guy...
Before he did that, he actually recorded a diss track.
Yeah.
Played it on live, and everybody on the live was like, what?
Yeah. So he didn't put up the track, and then he put another video out. And I was just like, look, you're clearly not even trying to do this. So this is dead to me. I bodied you, like, you can't even come back with your track that you recorded. So that's the end of that. Like, so the guy's even in New York again somewhere. Like,
and he's in hiding. So like, it's all good. We don't bite.
It's not. No, we're not violent people.
No, it's not. It's no beef. It's just like across the road.
It's just the thing where like, even I'm not sure if you guys saw any story yet. So we were walking. I was walking out of Jervis. You know that? Not Jervis. Isla.
Yeah.
You know that little store where they sell like fake Gucci bags.
Yeah, on like Moore Street. Yeah.
So I went over to one of the guys that were working there because I recognized him from Cabra. I mean, not Cabra, Drimna. Because he used to live like around the corner from Drimna. I was like, oh no, what's good? And I shaked him. And somebody took a picture of me at that place and sent it to Skyler. And Skyler put it on his story. I couldn't believe it, first of all. I was like, bro, I have paparazzi. They're taking pictures of me. Like, I actually have to look around.
The shade room.
Literally, like...
Nah, but like, so he, even after all that beef, whatever, he was still throwing like some demos that had nothing to do with the beef or whatever. So like, that should show everybody why like I reacted.
It reflects on his character, I feel.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So that's all about that.
But like, it's all love, not really. But like, I mean, it's cool. Whatever. That chapter is dead. Sky Montaigne's in hiding. It's over. I'm not trying to hear that guy's name again.
Yeah.
That's the end of that.
That's it.
Cross between a nerd and a geek.
Ooh, okay.
That's a
lot less violent than I thought it was going to be. It's pretty innocent.
No, keep it PG.
Be a relevant line here though. Someone that is desperately trying to be someone's friend.
Ooh,
man.
Double meaning over here.
You said that, not me.
I didn't write it.
He's like, I didn't write it.
You write my track.
Shout out Urban Dictionary. You get it?
Gonna check.
Yeah, man. So that's what it is. Show on the 25th of October. Yeah. Oh yeah, you were gonna ask me something before.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna cut this if you don't want to, because I can understand why not. Yeah. Do you want to talk about the YBN thing at all?
Yeah. I don't mind talking about it.
Yeah. Do you want
to?
Yeah. All right. So kind of like break down what happened there with. Was it YBN Corday? Was it?
No, Nahmir. Okay, so I'm gonna have to try and place my words properly.
Yeah. Take your time.
So I'll tell you how it started. Actually, how we got the feature. So they were coming to Dublin to play a show, and
I remember that.
Yeah. So they had the headline in the Academy, and I was talking to the DJ before they even came. Like we were talking to the DJ about just music and stuff, and the DJ is YBN Fresh, and they came. We went to the show to meet them. Whatever. Ended up opening for them.
Sweet.
Yeah, it was crazy. We shut it down. Whatever. And then the manager really liked us. Like they said, we should like keep in contact.
Yeah.
So we were like cool. Like he was like telling us like, oh yeah, we got stuff on the table for you. Like we really like you guys. So keep in contact. Cool. So we keep in contact with the DJ because that's who he gave us contact with. I also have the manager's number as well. He said I should keep in contact with mostly the DJ because he's working or whatever. He has more on his hands. So I see that this guy is not going on tour with these guys anymore or whatever. But before this happened, just before this happened, he said that he has some good news for me, that he has 3 tracks that we made an agreement, whatever, contract set over, whatever. And we said we'll do this. And he gave us 3 tracks. Now, I think these 3 tracks were throwaway tracks that like Nahmir
had these verses there, sort of,
on a YouTube channel. We must have gotten the leak or something and uploaded it, and the record label copyrighted the song, so that doesn't happen again. Do you get me? So now, and this is why this subject is even so, because like in their circle as well, that means that he must be even doing some booky stuff, man. Because the record label must not have known that like he done that for the song to be out there. So they just said, okay, let's copyright this song. If it comes out again, it won't be up for long. It can't. So obviously he sends us the song, we do the song, we put it out, it gets copyrighted. And we're just like, what's going on? Like, do you get me? Like, and I hit up the manager, and then now the manager is on some weird vibes as well. He's telling me like, oh, like I had nothing to do with the feature. It was the DJ. I told you to keep in contact with the DJ. The DJ is not telling me straight up what's going on, whatever. But I'm thankful for my team, because my team are on it. They are literally on it. Like the song is definitely coming back out. Like it's on my Spotify. It's just on private. Do you get me? So there's a case being fought right now because we have screenshots of us, because it was a transaction. Like obviously
took money from
us in a transaction. So if anything, it's fraud. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So like that's what's going on with that. But
and it's such a pity though, because like I can imagine like you're so excited to work with them and everything like that, and then it's just
huge,
kind of
like they fuck with us as well. The mirror, like obviously, let's be realistic. If you met Chris Brown today and you said he was your friend and then he dipped, you wouldn't really be in contact with Chris Brown. You'd be in contact with the agent or something. Do you know what I mean? So that's kind of like the situation right now. And they like us, whatever. We showed them our music. We showed them us along with you. They said we killed it, whatever. They're really hyped about us. So I think it was them bringing that energy, and the DJ must have just been thinking like, oh, this is a quick book. This is a quick book. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So but all I have to say about that is thankfully my team is on it, and it's going to be out very soon. I also have an animated music video for it as well in the vault. I'm just waiting for that to drop. Yeah. So.
Nice.
Yeah, man, that's sick.
It's gonna be like another new release when it does.
Which
bring people back to the album,
especially after the cases before.
Yeah. That's nuts, man. Yeah,
nice.
It's good that you have such a good team and everything. People around you. So.
Shout out Defrick Records, Trusted Entertainment, and Moves Records as well. My family over in London. You get me?
Yeah. Have you got any plans to go do any shows in London? Or
I just came back from a show. I had a show in Shoreditch. That was 4 weeks ago. Yeah. I was crazy. Yo, no offense to London people and Shoreditch people, but like that night, Irish people were dripping way more. Way more.
Oh man, whenever I go over to London though, there's always some like code like an AP or something where like you're just like, what the fuck? Like I'm just in Starbucks
we met KSI at that event. Yeah.
And an Insta model, shout out to Ocean Lewis.
Yeah, I know her.
Let's leave it there. Next thing. Wait, let me find this video. Okay, so I tell you for a second.
Oh yeah, so the Shoreditch was dope. I mean, what the name of the guys were
Quayello.
Yeah, they have a brand as well. And it's like it's almost like a collective. The vibes are insane.
Sick.
It was dope.
How big is the venue?
It was actually big enough. It was like do you remember the first CVC that was like an
yes.
That
I get you.
Like that.
Nice. Was it near like the box park thingy? Is that or like
box park in I don't know.
Where like there's all like sort of shipping containers? Did you come across that? No. I think that's in Shoreditch.
Yeah, it is.
But like the venue was dope, and like the culture there, like being in the Irish scene, then you get to see like the London scene. It's just it's similar but different in its own way. Those the vibes are.
Yeah. It's exciting shit though.
I can't find it. You have.
Of KSI?
Yeah.
It's just KSI stuff. I put it like casually.
The day this drops, I'll put it on my story.
Yeah. Do. Yeah.
So. That's cool, man. The more you get over there and the more you like mix in different scenes, different cultures.
I also have guys, don't think this album was anything. It was nothing. Like, it was actually nothing. Guys, we're here for keeps.
The takeover.
For keeps. I won't say takeover for political reasons. We're here for keeps, every man to himself, you get me? But I got a joint project coming out with an Irish artist.
Nice.
Most people know him.
Yeah.
I also have some African features coming out as well. Some big ones. Let me not talk too much.
Yeah.
Into another dimension.
Any time frame? Like before or after Christmas?
Oh, before Christmas.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Sweet.
All of this has happened before.
Watch this space.
Nice one.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm shooting for M's interview next, actually.
Nice.
Yeah, that's dropping before my headline.
Sweet.
So
obviously this will be out as well.
Yeah.
Man, that's sick. Like I said, usually I like wrap up just with like some off-topic shit. So like, are you watching anything on like Netflix or just like fucking around with anything other than music at all? Like, did you watch the Travis Scott documentary?
We were talking about Travis Scott documentary. I haven't watched it yet though.
It's crazy.
No way.
I don't want to talk about it, so don't spoil it for
Yeah.
So, The Matrix is crazy.
Yeah?
Matrix.
Crazy. The Matrix is absolute. Look at my phone. The Matrix is crazy, guys. Cause like Matrix was, I'm 20. The Matrix was made the year I was born, so I didn't really deep it like that growing up.
Yeah.
But now that all this live stuff is happening, and then now I'm watching it, and it just makes so much sense.
Yeah.
If you know, you know.
Yeah. Aren't they're making Matrix 4 or something like that?
Yeah.
Is that why?
I haven't even watched all of them. I've only watched the first one and half of Reloaded.
Yeah. They kind of fall off. Yeah.
So other I like Power.
Oh yeah, I haven't checked that out.
You haven't watched Power?
No.
You need to start now because there's a lot is happening.
Yeah.
A lot is happening.
Top Boy
That's
just
what I was gonna say,
Top Boy just dropped.
Yeah, I'm gonna start watching that.
Yeah.
Binge watch.
I've heard a lot
Isn't
of
Rick and
people
Morty
say that.
coming out this year as well?
Really?
I think it is, yeah.
Rick and Morty, this year. Yeah, I think it's coming out November, isn't it? November.
I'm excited for that Kanye West episode. Did you see that?
Oh,
he was in their studio.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Kanye episode.
Yeah.
So that should be sick.
And that went off the rails last season. It was just Rick and Morty. It was
I thought so too.
crazy. Like,
I thought so too.
Now,
I think Dan Harmon is just actually going insane. The man who writes it.
He must be taking like stuff like
Yeah.
Must be like it's crazy. What you doing? Like what?
Yeah.
It's like mad shit. Like,
how'd you come up with that stuff?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
yeah.
But, I also want to give a few shout outs.
Yeah.
Shout out my nigga Elon Musk. keeping me in check, you get me?
Yeah.
You get me. Elon Musk, you get me. Who else should I shout out?
Mama.
Shout out my mama. Shout out Reject City.
Yeah.
You get me.
Shout out Academy.
Any rejects? Any reject stuff coming up?
Yeah, we're planning our second play school.
Yeah.
And we've actually got this rejects artist kind of like, I guess like kind of the same template as Dreamville did with their album, but we've got like a whole thing where we're just gonna put loads of artists on a track.
Studio and just bang out track like.
Yeah.
DJ Khaled was like,
Man.
Yeah, and we got this whole rejects. It like literally just watch the space on the page because like we're doing stuff. We shot something recently with Rebel Phoenix, and then like trying to tap into like the skate scene as well. So just the whole, and then the dance scene as well. We've got a lot of stuff that we're trying to work on with them, and then obviously the music scene, the trap scene.
Man, all across the culture.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about the accents?
Yeah, I mean,
just
like,
in general,
in
like
hip hop, like in
Irish
Irish
hip hop. What's
man. It's funny because like obviously it keeps coming up as a topic whenever we're like talking with people, and we're always like sort of debating like whether there's like an Irish sound or whether you have to have the Irish accent or not. But I think like I would say just as long as like you're authentic, do you know what I mean? Because like I don't understand. Say like an artist who might be like half, say like Nigerian or something and half Irish. It's like they have just as much of a right to embrace the Nigerian culture as much as, you know what I mean? So like, why are you putting so much pressure on them to to do that? You know?
But the thing is though, I feel people's problems is like we don't, because I wouldn't classify myself as sounding Nigerian. I wouldn't classify Trio, any of us as, or even Irish. I don't think I sound. Or what do you guys think? Do you think we sound Irish? Bear in mind, we've lived here all our lives, so we couldn't sound like we're from anywhere else.
Remember, Jay, as if I start talking like a cock.
Jay, is it tell you now, boy?
It's all about fun and games with the monkey shit on the carpet.
Yeah, I don't like.
We're from Cork and Longford. You don't get better than that.
Yeah, all three of us have different accents.
It's hilarious.
Literally. Yeah. And we hang out so much and we all have different accents.
It's crazy.
I don't really. I just don't really care. I don't think about it too much.
I can understand you.
Yeah, and you're making a vibe, then why should the accent?
How do you feel? Do you feel like that's something people have been getting at you about? Or?
No, nobody's really been getting at me about it, but like I know it's a topic out there. So like I just like people.
For sure.
Because I feel like, especially as a person that's, you know, making music that falls into that topic, I feel like for myself, I kind of thought back like, this is so stupid. Like, why would I? Like, nobody's really putting it on if you deep it. Because like, when I'm talking like right now, I feel like I sound the same when I'm singing. You know where I'm coming from? So I'm not putting it on. If I talk to my mom, I'll probably have that Nigerian or whatever, but that's because that's home. When I leave outside home, like, you get me? We all have different ways. When you talk to your parents, you don't talk.
Everyone has that phone voice, like,
So that's my opinion.
I suppose maybe the last question then I'll get into, because with Organised Mess and the album being on the scale that it is, and like there haven't been too many like sort of Irish hip hop albums. How do you feel now as an artist? Maybe like setting the tone for people coming behind you, like kind of with the album mode.
I'm just doing me.
I think it definitely is like a proper like piece of work though. Like it's not an EP, it is like a proper album, and that's like it's impressive.
Nah, I'm just doing me. Like if anybody wants to put music out, I'm not stopping you. Why should you listen to me? Nah, it's just the thing. It's just the thing where like, you know, everybody's to themselves. I always have this thing. I never like compare myself to anybody or even having any like. And I tell this to the boys as well, because like, when you're in your own world, the shit that you make is way better than when you're thinking of, oh, what these people think if I put this kick here, like who cares about the song, like, you know what I mean? So that's the way I feel. Anybody want to make music, make music.
And that comes back to nearly the accents as well. That's like people get caught up in the like, oh, what they're gonna think.
You get me? So like, just authentic. Just make authentic music. That's literally it.
And like as a guy coming up then and stuff, and branching over to the UK and stuff, what would you say, like maybe like Ireland culturally or like artistically, like sort of needs more of? Would you say, or do you think you're held back at all?
Yeah, man. No offense. Have you guys? None of you guys have been to England, right?
Well, I've like visited and stuff, but like
London.
Have you guys been out like?
Not necessarily though, like part of the hip hop scene.
Okay,
Like, I get you though.
If you go to a hip hop scene in London, it's totally crazy. The one I performed in that Coelho place where we met KS. Like, first of all, KSI was there. Second of all, you get what I mean? My first show in England, KSI is there. Like, do you know what I mean? So like, I feel like even the opportunity is more and stuff.
For sure.
Yeah. So compared to Ireland though, I just feel like we need to unite more and just like not support, because if I say support, they'll say we already support. But like, as in like collaborate. You know what I mean? Just work with each other. Like, it's a gradual process. Like, everyone's trying to do it by themselves. You know what I mean? So that's what I feel. And when I say work with each other, not everybody should start hitting me up as well. Like, work on your own stuff too. Like, make it a balance. So.
I think
like shout Sicko, like more urban nights as well.
More urban nights. Sicko is big.
Shout Sicko. Sicko Dublin. That's I fuck that's
and they're bringing people down all the time. Like, was it Amma there, or was it Amma there recently enough, or was it? We're getting mixed up with some. They brought someone down though recently, and it's just sick to see like they actually kind of like have some of the like local heads going down and playing at it and stuff, because like the crowd going might not necessarily know there's like Irish hip hop and stuff, you know. And it's like
it's a fantastic idea. Shout out to Uncle Louie.
Lou, Marcus the DJ, Kenzo, Daryl, Renzo.
I think there's someone outside. So right. Just continue.
That's Marcus Wood's DJs there, isn't he?
Marcus Wood's DJ there. Yup.
Sicko, isn't he?
No guys, thanks so much for coming down. Do you want to do any last shout outs or?
Yeah.
Shout out Sold Out. Like,
Thanks.
big up to you guys. This setup is dope.
Appreciate
and really
it.
fuck with what you guys are doing.
So you want to
on the
talk about
platform.
collaborating and more shit like this, like.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Big up to you
Yeah.
guys. Shouts Dan. Shouts Hopello. My siblings.
Shouts Moves Records. Obviously, shouts Sold Out. Doing an amazing job. Shouts to Dafric Records. I know Reject City, you get me? Just shout to everybody.
Shout out the whole Rejects family. Entry 9, 5th Ave, you dig? Don't know about
Also, shouts my... Oh, you do? What you do? I thought I caught you. Yeah, also shout my show as well one more time. 25th of October. Next month. Grab your tickets. Ticketmaster.ie, Evans Jr.
Be in the description.
Being in link in my description. My Instagram is Dapper Evans Jr. You know, you can see it right there on the corner of the screen. So,
yeah. And shout out Justin Bieber and the Matrix.
Shout out Justin Bieber and the Matrix. Hey. Oh, we need to clear all of these. Yo, shout out to the Matrix. If you know, you know.